lot of the things that we do, they can do tests. They can be very useful for projecting videos, for doing interactive content. There's one thing that computers don't do very well today. Computers can't tell you what to improve. Computers don't tell you what you should do to become better. And a teacher can do this. A teacher's best trick is to tell you where you should work to become a better student. Now, most of you here, you're not teachers, I surmise. But a lot of you, you're managing something. And sometimes when you assign a project, sometimes when you say, let's start with a team on this new idea, well, sometimes you're very disappointed. Sometimes I'm disappointed with my students. So I wonder, what happened? How did we get there? And so, well, oops, wrong button. That's what happened. Very often, a teacher is going to give an assignment, and he's going to say, did you understand? Did you get it? Okay? Vous avez compris? Capisci? And in Chinese, I often hear some teachers say, Mingbala! And everybody says, Mingbala! And you're managers, but sometimes you tell your staff, or sometimes you hear your boss telling you, Litima! And everybody says, Litin! Nobody's going to say, well, who did? Pretend it's embarrassing. So the problem here is that you're not teaching when you're doing this. You don't know what people know, so how can you help them? So, as a school director, I find that the best thing you can do is to give really good feedback and to learn how you can manage feedback. And I can guarantee you that if you tell your staff, your colleagues, your mother-in-law, anybody how to improve and what she's doing correctly and what she's not doing correctly, then you will have great success and you will really improve the quality of the work of your staff. Now, feedback is like a loop. It's a circle. You're producing something and you're getting information backwards. And with this, you can think about how to improve your processes. Now, this kind of feedback exists everywhere. Machines do this all the time. Your central heating does this. We use, in corporate finance, we often use a step-by-step method, which is called a PDCA, Plan, Do, Check, Act, where we are going to say, we have an idea, we know where the company wants to go, and we're going to create a strategic planning, we have a budget, and we're going to plan, then we're going to do, then we're going to check what we're doing, and then we're going to correct what we're doing. And then we're going to do it again until we succeed. In capital markets, on the stock market, you're trading all the time extremely quickly. And so you have a back office taking the deals, booking the deals, and sending the confirmation. And all the rage right now is Six Sigma, which is a methodology where you calculate how your processes are working all the time. And what you really want to have here is 99.9999998% of your process must be booked correctly. You must send a confirmation to your clients. So how do you do this? Well, you're using feedback loops all the time. And you're going to see feedback in a lot of things. For example, you have feedbacks in statistic, you have feedback in CRM, ERP. Feedback is really everywhere. But today we don't want to talk about this. We want to talk about how you can improve yourself, how you can make your colleagues get better results. So, one type of assessment is when you try to see how people are doing. This is my students. This is a Cambridge KET exam, a mock exam. And here at the top, I'm going to walk a bit. Here at the top, you have a group of students whose listening, reading, writing, and speaking is really good. And you have another group down there. This gives me a picture of my students, and I know who's doing well, who's not doing too well, and I can split them in two. And I can move on to two classes with two groups. So I have one group of students who went to Nanjing last week to take their KT exams, and I think they're going to be good, but I'm not entirely sure. Because all I have here is a picture of where they are at. I don't really know how to help them. I know if they're good or not so good. So, thanks. Could you read me the PowerPoint? Thank you very much. Next slide. So, now we're going to look at continuous summative feedback. Can you move on a little bit? Here, on this next slide. Can you move on to the next slide? No, it's broken. It's not working. Yeah. So please move on. Excellent. Here, the students who are improving regularly. So this is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's a book by Roald Dahl that the students are studying. And every week they have homework. And every week they have to be giving me all this material, and I'm going to correct them. And I know how students are improving little by little. But when I've done that, I've done nothing. What I need to do is go back and see the students one by one. And then I'm going to tell specific students get better at what they're not really doing too well. And what if they're doing well? Well, I should also tell them that they're doing well. So now we're going to try to move on to another type of assessment. What we're looking at now is at formative assessment. So, what we really want is continuous improvement. We want people to get better all the time. I got you a picture of this car. This is the Volkswagen Polo. When it started many, many years ago, it was a very, very ordinary car. But generation after generation, this little car, this little city car, became a premium car. How to do this? You ask the customers how they like the car, you improve it, you make a generation 2, you look again at the other car, 5 years after, you launch a third car, and so on. And now it's a fairly expensive car, and it's tremendously expensive. Some of you don't like cars. I got you a phone. Everybody likes phones. So when you have an iPhone, you have updates regularly on the iOS. And the updates give you additional features, and they correct little mistakes that happened before. And this is the continuous improvement loop, and this is what you don't want to do with your students. You wish that your staff, you wish that your student, you wish that your colleagues became better all the time. Because your phone is getting better, not necessarily your team. So, let's have a look at feedback and expectations. The first stage, when you want to create feedback, is you plan a project. And you're going to state your expectations very clearly. You're going to say, I want you to do this project for this date, next month, next week. You're going to say a number, how much you want of it, how much product. And you're going to say, what's the quality level that you're expecting? That way, when you give the feedback to people, you're not going to look at their work and say, this is mama hoo-hoo, this is buto. What does that mean anyway? What you want to say is, this is what I asked you to do, and this is what you did. Fantastic. This is what I asked you to do. This is here. What can we do to improve a little bit? And you're going to have a feedback loop where you set clear tasks, you do the work, you look at it again, and you correct the task to always keep on improving. So, when you set expectations and you tell people what to do, you don't want to do one thing. You don't want to micromanage. Micromanagement is when you tell somebody to do something and then you look over his shoulders all the time. And you you tell them, you should do this, you should do that, you should do that. No, that's not management, that's micromanagement. You know it's micromanagement because maybe you tell your staff all the time, that means, what do you want? Explain more clearly what you want. So when you're going to get feedback, you're going to tell them precisely what you want and how you want it. This is a picture of my son. I couldn't resist. So, when you're going to give feedback, you don't want to give feedback immediately. Wait. But there's a process of feedback, and you must start it right now. So you tell your staff to start a project, and then you start recording immediately. Here, this is at school, we have a few cameras, and we have some microphones, and we record students all the time. Sometimes students interview each other. And after that, I take the SD card out, I put it in the TV, and I say, let's look at what you guys did. And that way the students are delighted, they see what they're doing. It's a lot of fun, but one thing which is wonderful is, if I tell students, you should do this, you should do that, yeah, okay, he's a teacher, that's his job. But if you say, look at yourself, look at what you're doing, what could you do? What can you do to improve? Anybody want to help this student improve? Anybody has ideas? And this is great because students love correcting each other. They improve much faster and they can reach success much more easily because they know what they are doing. So, you're giving feedback now and you have the errors that you want to correct. So, you want to tell your staff what they need to correct and what is on target. This is typical language correction. There are two types of errors. There are local errors and global. Local errors, you can keep them in your head, you record them, you write them down on a piece of paper. We'll talk about it at the next meeting. You're not going to stop the work immediately, otherwise you will never succeed. Otherwise you will stop your team from working all the time. Let them do their job. Global errors are very important. A global error is, for instance, if you tell your team to go there and they are here. No, they want to go there. That's where I told you to go. So you stop everything, you explain again, you set the clear path again, and you get back on track. But for the local errors, you're going to keep the message for a little bit later. So, how late is too late? Well, personally, I believe we always give information on feedback too late. And we want to make sure that people with feedback get feedback by themselves. I have a daughter, she's 6 years old. She's in grade 1, and she has a lot of Chinese homework right now. She has to write Chinese characters all the time. I have to correct her homework. So, we open the book, we open the notebook, and I ask her, so what is she writing? What character? Okay, very good. And tell me, which characters are beautiful in here? Well, this one is just like the teacher said. Excellent. What about this one? That's okay. Okay, fine. What about the other ones? What is this one? That's not too pretty. Shouldn't we do it again? Yeah, we should do it again. Okay, so erase it and do it again, and then you will have great homework. And my daughters succeed at homework all the time. My wife is there, so yeah, right. My daughter's homework is great, but don't tell her, I can't write Chinese. I have no idea what she's writing. But I can tell her, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to write this character. So let's compare what character you are writing compared to what you're supposed to do. And this has another benefit. Very often, you're not a specialist. You're a manager, you're a director, you're a curator of a museum, and you don't know everything about everything. So you need to ask your specialist, what is your target? Tell me what you're trying to achieve. Let's look at what you did, and let's compare both. There are two benefits to this. The first benefit is, of course, you don't have to be a specialist, and people improve gradually. They know what they're doing. There's another benefit. They're still motivated. When you tell your colleagues, this is bad, I'm going to do it myself, well, they're not very happy about this. When you tell your colleagues or your team, what do you want to do to reach the target? Then they can say, well, let's do this, let's do that. Okay, go ahead, let's do it. So they're still in charge, they're still responsible for what they're doing. You're not taking the baby out of their hands, they're still in charge, and this is wonderful. Now, a lot of you here are not teachers, I guess, but all of you manage something. Maybe you're in the army, maybe you're in government, maybe you work in a bank. All of us, we manage things all the time. So, you often go to conferences on management and technology. It's very interesting, but sometimes you wonder, is technology going to replace me? Am I going to be fired? And the answer is, yes, of course technology is going to replace some of our tasks. This is a picture of Carlos Ghosn. He is the current boss of Nissan, the Japanese and French car maker. And this man turned the company around in the year 2000. It was losing a lot of money, and he completely changed it and transformed it into a very, very successful company. What did he do? He fired layers of managers in the company, not to save money. He fired a lot of managers to get people to make decisions faster, because we don't need too many people to execute orders. We need people to be faster, more creative. He did save some money. What did he use the money on? ERPs. He spent a lot of money on technology. So you, as managers, as bosses, as colleagues, what can you do to always be relevant and successful? What can you do to carry on being good at what you do? Well, of course, you should embrace technology, but what you should do is develop the people around you, give them feedback, give them targets, compare what they do with what they should do, and let them improve. What I'm telling you is, be managers, but also be great teachers. Thank you very much.